What's going on, guys? Phil here with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. Now, we know a ton of you guys love supporting American companies, so today we want to bring you the top 5 American-made tires because there's actually more out there than what you might imagine. So we're going to kick things off, first of all, with the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack. Now, Goodyear's been one of those companies that's been around for a super long time and has made really some excellent tires. And they actually have 17 different factories in the United States. Their global headquarters is based out of Ohio, so that's kind of an interesting little fact. I think a lot of people probably didn't realize that, or maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but they make a lot more than just truck tires too. That's why they have so many manufacturing plants in the States. So this one that I picked, this is Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack. Like I said, I've got a lot of experience on this tire, taking this thing off-road, putting quite a few miles on this thing. And it's actually one of my personal favorites. It makes a ton of our videos. We've got videos just on this tire, and it's in almost any top 5 tire video that we make. Reason being is just it's a very aggressive outer kind of tread block here. The shoulder is super aggressive. I like the way they got that set up. Plenty of voids in here to throw out stone and mud and all that stuff. And then the intersection is a little bit tighter so that when you do drive these things down the road, you can still get some decent mileage out of them. Just because of the large tread voids here, you're going to have a little bit more noise than like you're, say, an all-terrain tire or a hybrid tire. But for how these things perform off-road in low traction environments, and especially in the snow with all the siping they got in here, I'm really a big fan of the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack, which is our first American-made tire. You're supposed to like throw the second one so that it would come in. So next on the list is Yokohama. Now, Yokohama is actually a Japanese-based company, which you might be able to tell from the name, or maybe you just knew that. But they do have 2 manufacturing facilities here in the United States, one in Virginia and one in Mississippi, and all of their Geolander tires are made in the States. So anything for your light truck applications are going to be here in the United States, so that's pretty cool. Had a set of these. I didn't have a set of these. I rode in a truck that had a set of these. We were out at King of the Hammers. Brian from Method had some on his Raptor. They performed great out there too, and really the whole Geolander lineup is a pretty diverse lineup, and they got a lot of different options for you. So anything from your all-terrains to your mud terrains, they're gonna have something for you. And like I said, kind of cool that those tires for the trucks are made in America. All right, so next on the list we have the Nitto Ridge Grappler. Whoa! This one's got a wheel in it. It's a little bit heavier. You hear that squeak? That's a good squeak. That's how you know it's a good tire. Just kidding. But like I said, Nitto Ridge Grappler, been in a ton of different videos. You can get a ton of miles out of these things. They make this all the way up to an F load. They make just about every single size you want. You know, you kind of get that aggressive mud tire look, but the tread pattern is relatively flat, and there's a lot of rubber here. So as far as contact on the road goes, plenty of traction, and they're not quite as noisy as your true full-blown mud terrain, but they do still incorporate features like the stone ejectors in the tread voids on the shoulder blocks. 2 different sidewall options as well on here, a less aggressive and a more aggressive. So if you wanted to really get to the nitty-gritty and pick out exactly what you want, you can do that on the Nitto Ridge Graps. Overall, just a really great tire. We recommend it to a whole bunch of people. Pretty much everyone that comes into the shop is picking up a set of these Ridge Graps. So when it comes to manufacturing, Nitto and Toyo actually both, well, Toyo and Nitto are sister companies, and they have a plant in White, Georgia, is where their USA location is. Again, they are based out of Japan. It's a Japanese company. However, they manufacture the Ridge Grap right here in the United States. So again, a nice American-made product for you. Another one of the tires that's going to make the list is the Cooper STT Pro Max. Now, this is one that you guys have asked for a very long time, and I actually wasn't aware that Cooper tires are made in the States, so that was cool for me to find out. And we've had a ton of great feedback on this tire as far as the YouTube community. I personally haven't driven on them, but again, just kind of showcasing one of those American-made products for you. Last on the list, we have the Toyo Open Country RT. So this is kind of going to be the brother to the Nitto Ridge Grappler. This is the hybrid tire from Toyo. Like I said, Nitto and Toyo made in the same plant in White, Georgia. Toyo, obviously a Japanese-based tire manufacturer. Toyo does everything too, not just truck tires. They make a whole bunch of different stuff and different rubber products. So this is the RT. Like I said, it is a hybrid. They feature some of the same features as the Ridge Grappler with the stone ejectors on the outside tread blocks. You're going to see these very large outside shoulder blocks, a little tighter center section. Again, that's so you can get the most mileage possible out of these things and still kind of have that aggressive mud tire look without having to deal with the noise and the you know, unusual wear that you might get out of a mud tire. So that's the top 5 American-made tires. If you want to check out all the pricing, all the sizing, we got all that loaded up on the website at customoffsets.com, and that's where you can check it out. Peace.